I love making music. I love making music, but I've never been able to play any of it live, outside of just hitting a play button. And the reason for that is because I never originally had the intention to play live. I never wrote rock music that could be played by a band, and I didn't write dance music that could be played on conventional DJ equipment, but I still fantasized about playing my music live. This is what I've come up with, and it's made with my music in mind.
So, what is it?
Well, to put it simply, it's a weather balloon with little pressure sensors on it.
Yeah, but what's the point of it?
This weather balloon acts as the drums to my music. I really love powerful drums in the music I make, and I wanted to make it a main feature in a live performance. In fact, on stage, the balloon is in the middle, and I'm standing to the side. The way the balloon caves in and bounces back when I hit it is really important. I want to play it really aggressively, and I want it to sound amazing.
So you're hitting a giant weather balloon on stage? Why would anyone want to see that?
Well, remember the sensors? Those are actually piezoelectric transducers. These sensors translate the hits into MIDI data, which I can program to whatever I want, in this case, giant drums. And there's 6 of them, and they're placed at very specific points on the balloon. This is the kick drum. This is a kick and a crash drum put together. These 2 are toms, a high tom and a low tom. This is a snare, and I have one placed off to the side that I'm going to backhand, which is mainly for ride cymbals. I've put these sensors in very specific places because different drums like kick and snare will be consistent across songs. What you'll see now is a demonstration of what a simple drum beat played on the balloon looks like.
Alright, so you built a drum. What about for stuff like melodies or, anything other than drums?
Well, for that, I have this. This is actually a rock band guitar. And just like the piezos translate hits into drum sounds, this guitar translates MIDI as well. But I'll be using it to play things like synths and melodies.
But wait, how can you play guitar and drums at the same time?
Well, for starters, remember how I have a crash and a kick as its own sensor? Whereas a real drum kit, they need to hit multiple parts of the drum in order to play multiple sounds. I can group different sounds together so that one hit from one hand can trigger 2 sounds, in this case, a crash and a kick.
That only leaves one hand for the guitar, doesn't it?
Remember, this isn't a real guitar, it's a MIDI guitar, so it's electronic. I can just press the buttons on the guitar neck and it will send the MIDI data for me without having to strum any of the strings. Here's a demonstration with the drum beat and the guitar at the same time. With just this alone, I have limitless options as to what I can play, but I'm not going to play everything. There will be some things that are automatic, like hi-hats and other effects. The goal here is to play everything that stands out. Let's take a look at Ableton. With this software, I can tell the guitar and the weather balloon what sounds they're going to make when played. For example, in this song, I have a synth, but it changes as the song goes on. In the beginning of the song, it's pretty flat and boring, not very impressive. But as the song goes on, the sound changes into a giant organ of a synth. I'm not very good at guitar, and at first this poses a huge obstacle for me, but it was actually a really great thing in the end, because I had to get creative in how I play, and it made my music much better. With Ableton, I can make chords and scaling automatic, so it makes chords and playing the right notes a lot easier. I hope that with this explanation, my vision for this live rig is a little bit less abstract, but it won't really leave an impact unless I play good music with it. So here are some clips from a work in progress. It's almost done, but I primarily made it as a learning tool to get a feel for the instrument. There will be much more to look forward to in the coming months. Thank you.